Tape marker, the road trip review, guys. Let's get right to it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Top movies, action. What's going on, Alamo City Movie Talk fans? I'm Ryan D, aka Ryan680.
I'm Angela, that cat lady Ange.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk, guys. Movie Talk for movie fans. We bring the world of movies into your ears, device. Thank you for making us a part of your day. Let's get right to it, Angela. We had a cold front here in San Antonio. Texas is closed, ladies and gentlemen. It's closed for the week. The wind adds that extra 15 degrees there. I guarantee that. But let's get right to it, Angela. You know, this is our review. Thank you once again for Netflix for giving us the opportunity to review this film. This film is called The Royal Treatment, ladies and gentlemen. The Royal Treatment tells of a New York hairdresser, Izzy, seizes the chance to work at the wedding of a charming prince. But when sparks between them fly, will love or duty prevail? Now... How cheesy is that description?
Well,
yeah.
As I've said before, I'm not a big fan of rom-coms.
Dude, okay,
just because
yes, I know.
Every plot is cheesy to me.
And predictable, but still, there's some of those good cheesy ones, like a Cinderella story. Like you like
Sure,
you like that one, right?
But I grew up watching that, so it's nostalgia from my childhood.
Here we go.
But anyways, I still... Rom-coms aren't my favorite. So knowing that this was a rom-com going in, I already had okay, I could probably know what's going on. Right? It's the same plot. No matter what story or characters or location, it's all the same, right?
Yeah.
But I was pretty excited to see, I think it's, correct me if I'm wrong, Mena Massoud.
Yeah, this stars
Aladdin.
Laura Morano and Mena Massoud. Mena Massoud's from Aladdin. Laura Morano is actually from a lot of Disney stuff. We see her, and then
Disney, couple roles. I think she did theater.
Girl Meets World as well. But yeah, I was actually same here. I was very excited to see him. You know, we haven't really seen him in other stuff. To be honest, I haven't really kept an eye on him too much since Aladdin. And I know an article came out a few years ago about him saying like, hey, I haven't had the chance to act. I haven't had the opportunity to even audition because of Aladdin. Not to say Aladdin really messed up his reputation, but because it was that was probably the most split film that between critics and moviegoers, regular movie audience goers, and so it kind of left a bad taste in everyone's mouth, so to speak, of his character. But I enjoyed him in it. I really did. I enjoyed Naomi Scott, who was his co-star. I thought they were both strong together. I thought their chemistry was really good on camera. It was just Will Smith. That was kind of the issue there as far as like just the comedy. It's just very different because obviously we hope that genie accordingly. But going to this movie, seeing him star in another different actress, you know, I gotta admit, he carried this film for me more than she did. Even though the story really revolves around Laura, it really feels like, he carried the film for me. I'll say that.
He is charming. So I got to admit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his character, I agree with you. I agree with you that he carried the film more than she did. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry, Laura. But I got to say, he has some acting chops. So I was excited to see him do something besides Aladdin because I haven't personally... seen him do anything else.
Yeah.
So I thought he was pretty good. Again, story predictable, but overall I enjoyed it. It was nice to see where, how it unfolded, what happened, the ending.
It was once again, it was just very predictable. This is a very predictable rom-com, guys. So go in with just like knowing it's gonna be a rom-com. It's gonna tell a very similar story to other movies. Of course, it's a love story of Prince. Oh my God, the prince is gonna marry the wrong girl. Oh my God, okay, and then boom, it's very predictable. I'm putting it very lightly, right? It's like just and here's the thing though, Mena Massoud, he really comes in and just changes up the story kind of bit with his face. I really enjoyed his facial expressions in this movie because it's like he relies, like before he speaks, he makes a very crazy facial expressions. You'll notice in the movie, guys, is that right before, like if a certain scene happens where the tone changes or anything like that, when Laura's telling him something and telling him something like kind of being rude or whatever, the camera really goes on Mena and he actually shows his facial expressions, then he talks. So I kind of enjoyed that a little bit, seeing him make those changes and make that, because that facial expression has to be believable, has to be expressed the right way, and I enjoyed that a lot.
Personally, I know it's an very unpopular opinion, not to knock on the actress or anything. I enjoyed the supporting roles more than I enjoyed the lead actress.
Yeah, Laura Morano, she really... I didn't know what to expect because I haven't seen her in anything.
And I don't know if it was just maybe the character Or if it was her again, it could have been both. I'm not trying to knock her. I'm sure she's great.
I enjoyed her friends in this movie more than I enjoyed her as a lead actress.
I enjoyed her friends. And I enjoyed there's another supporting role, Walter, which is the butler to the prince.
For me,
and I enjoyed them more than the lead.
For me, the issue with her was that on camera again. This could have been just the script, the way her character was written. Her facial expressions were just the chemistry between them wasn't really there either, and her facial expressions weren't really as convincing, I guess. I guess that's the only way I could say it, guys. Again, that's my point of view. Put on the comments down below. Maybe you totally disagree. Maybe you said you're a wanker or whatever. Just let me know in the comments down below, man. It's just what I felt, and it's just tough like that because we have to speak the hard truth here, and that's the sad part. But it's also enjoyable because we got to see Mena really come in and change it up a bit, just to give him a chance to be in a movie or in a show. So I mean, I'm excited. I was excited to see him come back in something else besides Aladdin, and hopefully this will get him recognized by Netflix movies, more Netflix films, Hulu films, or anything like that, or even Amazon Prime, HBO shows. Hopefully it gets him recognized in a certain supporting role, because I could see him really do a good style into going back to where it's Hollywood famous in a supporting role to get him started back up again.
I kind of want to see him take on a serious role. I think if he does well with some other future projects and he takes on a serious role, I think he has potential to do pretty good.
He does. He really does. I could see that too. It's going to be very hard because he's coming to do a Disney movie and not have anything lined up right after. I mean, shame on you. I mean, it sucks. It's like, well, what was it? Was it his agent? Was it? I mean, a number of things could have happened in that circumstances. That's why I mentioned, how critics were split on, or critics and moviegoers were split on Aladdin. It's very touchy subject because it just goes down to where who was like, did his agent really do a good job of marketing him? It's like, hey, he just came off Aladdin the tired, because he hasn't been. I just looked right now. He hasn't been in anything. Besides in Aladdin. I mean, he's just been in supporting roles here and there, TV show, but it hasn't really done anything too crazy. 911, he was a special guest. So it hasn't really been too crazy. So it just could be the agent. Let's be honest. Or
it could be, but again, I really hope to see more work from him in the future. Yeah. I think he did a pretty good job in this film. Overall, it wasn't my favorite film, but I agree with you. He carried it for me.
Yeah, was this fun that we deserved, Angela? I'm gonna say, I don't know. I'm split. I'm on the fence. Yes and no.
I would say yes and no. My part no is because it's another rom-com. We don't need the recycled plot. But it's a yes.
Angela, we need more rom-coms in the world. Yes, we need more rom-coms.
But my yes is because it gives him the opportunity to do more work and showcase who he is as an actor. So I'm split.
Okay. All right. Was it ratings 1 out of 10? 10 being the highest. When you give this rating?
6.5, only because of him. If it was any other actor and they did not do well, I would. It would not be that high.
So, given the into perspective of all the actors and just what we got in this movie, the mixture in here, and to give this judgment here, I'm gonna have to give this a solid 5. It's average. Not above average, it's average because it didn't exceed my expectations. It felt very predictable. It felt very almost it didn't make it to annoying predictable, but it had its certain charm a little bit. It was like hinting at it, and then it just wiped that away. And again, that was just my perspective here. Maybe you enjoyed this movie. Put it in the comments down below. Tell us why.
Maybe you didn't like it at all.
Yeah, maybe you thought it was just crap. Let us know in the comments down below. But again, I enjoyed it for him a lot more. I really did. I hope he gets more roles. We recommend this movie. If you like rom-coms, give it a chance. I'm not going to tell you this is the movie you need to watch opening weekend. I'm not going to tell you that because it's really not. I don't think that whatsoever.
If you're looking for something to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, why not?
And the runtime's perfect. It's only an hour and it's like an hour and 36 minutes. That's a perfect runtime. But again, though, for certain movies, for me, it felt like it was dragging some dull moments in there. Again, that's just my point of view.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, and a lot of it just, I don't know. It didn't go too good with me. But yeah, I'm gonna give that
Yeah, overall I enjoyed it, but again, it could have been better. But that's just the recycled pot. I overall enjoyed it.
Yeah, all right, guys. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you for making us a part of your day, and hopefully you have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, or wonderful night, whenever time you're watching this, guys. Thanks again. As always, I'm your host, Ryan D. You can call Ryan680.
I'm Angela, that cat at the end.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk. Movie Talk for movie fans, guys. Thanks for talking movies with us. Check you later. Stay safe, San Antonio. Peace.